Hello you guys, it's me Ximarru or Jimena. In this video I wanted to show some fun things you guys can do with your OCs. Plus this is an excuse to show you guys some of my OCs which hopefully I can introduce properly in another video. I can't wait to show them to you guys because I love them so much, and hopefully I can explain their lore in another video. But for now, let's get this video started. Number 1, Spotify playlist. You can make playlists for individual OCs, ships, or bring it all together, which is what I did. This is a good way to maybe visualize scenarios, a fun way to show your OC's personalities, or just show what their taste in music would be. Like I mentioned, I did one big playlist since I wanted to find songs that matched the aesthetic and vibe for my story first before getting to individual OCs, since I tend to change their personalities here and there. Also, feel free to share personalities with your friends. Usually when me and my sister are in the car, that's when we can yap about our OCs, and while we're yapping, sharing our OC's playlist is such a fun way for us to get to know each other's story and how each song correlates to an OC or an OC dynamic. Also, something cute you could do is change the thumbnail of your playlist on Spotify. This isn't anything big, but I think it elevates your playlist a little more. Number 2, Pinterest boards. What I mean with this is to find anything related to your story and make Pinterest boards for it. For example, I found technology, buildings, places, and photos based in the 2000s and made a board for it, since that's the time period my story takes place. There's really no primary reason why I chose the 2000s, and if I'm being honest, the time place doesn't really affect the plot, but I just love the 2000s aesthetic. You can also make individual boards for clothing that your OC would wear. I made boards for each of my OCs to get a better idea of what they would wear and if it matches what people would have worn in the 2000s. This is a great way to find inspiration if you need it. I know I use my Pinterest boards all the time. Number 3, funny references. I also use Pinterest to do this, but feel free to use anything to find these references. I love finding funny images and just replacing the person with my OC. Plus, it's a fun way to practice dynamic poses and practice some anatomy while you're at it. I've never actually taken the time to practice human anatomy, since to me it kind of felt like homework, but when I do this, it feels less like homework and more like I'm being productive while having fun. Also, technically, you can find any reference and do this, but I think it's funnier to find random poses. It doesn't even have to match the OC's vibe. If anything, it's funnier if it's a complete 180 to what your OC would usually do. Number 4, joining art fight. This year was my first time joining art fight and I loved it. I made a video talking about my experience, so feel free to watch it to know more about art fight and my thoughts in more depth. But to keep it short, art fight is basically a competition in which you draw other artists' OCs and they'll do the same. I think joining art fight and actually receiving drawings of my OCs really made them feel real, if that makes sense. I had only seen my OCs in my own art style, so to see other artists draw them first of all made me very happy, and it brought me so much excitement to see them in different art styles. While we're on the topic of different art styles, number 5 is drawing your OCs in different art styles. This is such a good way to include your OCs while trying a completely new art style. It's a good way for you to challenge yourself, grow as an artist, and a fun way to see your OCs in a completely different universe. I've only done this once before and it was both fun and frustrating. I would like to do it again though, so if you guys want to see it, let me know. Also, feel free to try any art style. It can be anything from cartoons to animes, movies, video games. The options are endless. Number 6, voice claims. I love seeing people add voices to their OCs. It's such a nice way to get a better idea of what your OCs would sound like. Just like the different art styles, you can find voices literally anywhere. Animes, video games, TV shows, the options are once again endless.
That is a toughie. Guess my advice would be to just trust things will work themselves out in the end. You spend too much time worrying about the bad things that might happen, you'll miss out on all the good things that are happening.
And if you speak more than one language, feel free to find more voices in those said languages. I haven't done this, but since I'm Hispanic, I would love to find Spanish voices to give to my OCs. The more voices, the better. And last but not least, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but try to write their lore. But don't worry guys, because like many of you guys, I actually don't have my OC's lore at 100%. I keep on changing it because I'm not entirely happy with it, but I think I am actually getting somewhere, so don't worry guys, we're in this together. No one said it would be easy, but here we are. That's all I have for now. I would love to do another video like this one since it gives me an excuse to try new things with my OCs and show you guys. Also, I said this in the intro, but again, be on the lookout for more OC related videos because that's all that's been on my mind lately, so please look forward to those videos and until next time.